Welcome to the fourth and final segment of Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio right here on AM 920, The Answer. My name is Cleve Gaddis. I'm here to make real estate clear and simple and worry-free. I'm here to answer your questions. If you have questions you want me to answer on air or off air, no problem. If you want to make a comment or push back, maybe challenge things that I say, if you want to share your ideas with us, if you have a great idea on how to maintain something or how to make something look better or how to clean something in your home that most people don't know, call us. Get with us on our website. Share your ideas. You can also request that we do some additional research on your neighborhood and feature it in our neighborhood spotlight like we're doing with Castlewood and Buckhead today. And you can subscribe to our podcast and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Both of those things we would love you to do. And you can go to gogaddisradio.com, Gogaddis radio.com. In this segment, in our neighborhood spotlight, Castlewood and Buckhead's featured. We're going to talk a lot about the community of Buckhead and how you should use all of the benefits of living in your area when it comes to selling your home. All of this is very, very important. If you're thinking of selling your home anytime in the next year, we want to make sure you get the upside. Your upside is unique. It's different than your neighbors. It's different than your cousins. It's different than your coworker at work. It's different. Your situation is different. Your family is different. Your needs are different. Your timing is different. Everything is different. There are 4 distinctly different ways to sell a home in today's world, and it can be kind of confusing. Number one, you can sell your home for all cash, close in as little as 21 or 30 days. We can do that. Number two, you can sell it as is, where is, make no repairs and literally sell it and get, if it's your problem, make it somebody else's problem. We can do that. You might want to make some improvements to your home, cosmetically that is, inexpensive improvements that are designed to give you a $2 or $3 or $4 return for every dollar you spend. We call that our rehab and refresh program. We design the process for you. We even, if you have enough equity in your home, will provide you the funding to make those repairs. You get to keep all the upside and we collect the money that you owe us back at closing. It's really a fairly simple process. Or some people need to buy their new home before they sell their existing home, but they don't know how to make that work. They would totally sell their house and move today if they could, but they don't know how to make it work. Well, if you go to gogaddisradio.com, Gogaddis radio.com, click on the upside, put in a little information. We'll follow up with you, and without any cost, any obligation for you to work with us, we will figure out the math for you on all 4 of those, on 2 of those, on whatever you want us to. And again, no cost, no obligation. If you get the information from us and you realize the options and you want to go work with somebody else, we're okay with that. We're here to serve. We're here to serve you regardless of whether or not we have the opportunity to work with you. Do we believe that over time that will encourage more people to work with us? Yes. But there's no obligation for you to work with us. So go to gogaddisradio.com, Gogaddis radio.com. Put in a little information and I will follow up with you and help you with those options, all without any cost or obligation whatsoever. Also, if you are searching for a home for sale here in Metro Atlanta and you're not finding the listing that works for you, that just really floats your boat online, it could be that you need to change where you're searching. You need to get off that current site immediately and go to Sure, SUREMLS.com, SureMLS.com. SureMLS.com is our website. It pulls listings from both listing services, the Georgia multiple listing service, the first multiple listing service. Atlanta's unusual because we have 2 listing services that have overlapping service areas. And sometimes agents who do more business on the south side of town will list the house on the north side of town. They'll only list it in the Georgia multiple listing service. Well, on the north side of town, everybody's searching first multiple listing service. Sometimes agents north of town will list something south of town, only list it in the first multiple listing service, when in most cases agents south of town might be using the Georgia multiple listing service. So if you are a buyer and you're not finding what you're looking for, it could be because you're looking on a website that only pulls listings from one listing service. And the way you fix that is by simply going to SureMLS.com, SureMLS.com. You could also get to it by going to Go Gaddis Radio and clicking on search listings as well. Each week we pick one specific Metro Atlanta neighborhood to call out critical changes to help you understand as a homeowner whether or not you have a particular advantage when it comes to selling a home. This week, we're featuring Castlewood, which is in Atlanta. It's in Fulton County. It's in the city of Atlanta, even though it's Buckhead, because Buckhead is not an incorporated city. It's just part of the city of Atlanta. From Atlanta, you use I-75 north to exit 254, which is Moores Mill Road. You turn right on the Northside Parkway. The neighborhood is on the left. You use Castlewood Drive to enter the neighborhood. They say Castlewood is a hidden gem in the heart of Buckhead. It's surrounded by top schools, great restaurants, and beautiful parks. It's built in the 1950s. The neighborhood has vintage ranches alongside modern renovations, friendly neighbors, and a strong neighborhood association. It's an active, family-oriented community, whatever your family looks like, with a strong neighborhood association. Residents can partake in many community activities like a Halloween party and summer cocktail parties and toddler playgrounds. It's so interesting. Summer cocktail parties seem so far away right now. It's conveniently located to I-75 and only minutes from Buckhead, retail and restaurants. And it's not a swim tennis neighborhood, but it's only 10 minutes to the Carl Sanders Family YMCA at Buckhead. Facility amenities include indoor and outdoor pools, an indoor track, gym, a wellness center, and pickleball and tennis courts. It's 10 minutes to Bitsy Grant Tennis Center, with public tennis center offering lessons and Alta team play, 12 hard courts, 13 clay courts, and 3 platform paddleball tennis courts. I'm guessing that's a pickleball court. It's a smaller enclosed court like racquetball. Oh, the ball can be played off the walls enclosure. No, it's something different. The neighborhood is close to existing and future segments of Path 400, 10 miles to the Northwest Beltline Connector Trail, parking at Tanyard Park, Collier Road Trailhead, family-friendly trail, circumnavigates the Bobby Jones Golf Course. The majority of the trail is canopied by large trees and features bridges and a spur trail to Tanyard Park and Ardmore Park. It's 15 minutes to Path 400 Greenway we discussed earlier in the show. This is a 5.2-mile pedestrian cycling trail that runs through the heart of Buckhead, connecting neighborhoods, offices, and retail. And major parking and access points are at Lindbergh Plaza and also at Lenox Square for this particular neighborhood. If we take a look at what's happened in the neighborhood over the last few years, if we go all the way back to 2011, the average sales price in the neighborhood was $736,000. In 2023, prices hit their all-time high when 6 homes sold in an average of 46 days for $1.559 million, $1.6 million. In 2024, 9 homes sold, 50% more than the year before. They took an average of 16 days to sell, but the average price dropped $150,000 to $1.403 million. Year to date this year, there have been 7 homes sold and closed. They have sold for an average price of $1,526,000. They took 11 days from listing to contract. There are 267 homes in the neighborhood. There are currently 2 homes listed. The average list price is $2.395 million. In a neighborhood where the average sales price last year or year to date is $1.526 million, $2.395 is setting a new standard. They range from a low of $2.295 to a high of $2.495. There are currently, again, 2 homes available for sale, which means the neighborhood has 2.4 months worth of inventory. Means it is still a seller's market in that neighborhood. If you have less than 4 months worth of inventory, we say that is a seller's market. And to determine inventory, if you had 3 homes listed in a neighborhood and over the last year 12 homes had sold, then the absorption rate is 1 home sale per month. So if you have 3 homes available for sale, you have 3 months worth of inventory, provided no new inventory comes on the market. And it's just a way of looking at the market so you understand, does the seller have an advantage? Does the buyer have an advantage? And it's not just looking at the total numbers. Sometimes it's actually looking at the specific inventory type, because your home is Mac Daddy amazing, which means you have to get the comparable sales that are also Mac Daddy awesome amazing, because then you can get the months of inventory. It's really, really helpful when it comes to pricing a home, and it's really, really helpful at helping you determine the offers of homes. If you have 4 and 5 months worth of inventory, it's a balanced market. Over 5 months worth of inventory, it is a buyer's market, and we are seeing some areas of Atlanta that have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months worth of inventory. We did a segment on a segment on next week's show where there's 18 months worth of inventory. If you look at the average sales price of $736 set in 2011 compared to the 2025 average sales price of $1.526 million, homeowner equity in the neighborhood has increased $219 million, and that is quite significant if you ask me. We're going to continue our discussion today about one of Atlanta's most iconic communities, Buckhead, and how your community itself can be one of the biggest selling points for your home. I live in the city of Johns Creek, and the reality is that I don't just love my neighborhood. I live in a great little 43 townhome neighborhood in the heart of Johns Creek, Wilson Road and Medlock Bridge Road. And I love that little neighborhood. I love my neighbors. It's just beautiful and I love it, but I really love the community. And I don't know if you know, but Buckhead isn't just a neighborhood. It's really a brand. People hear Buckhead and they instantly picture luxury homes, tree-lined streets, high-end shopping, and those skyline views. It's really the Beverly Hills of the South, they say, and that reputation alone helps sell homes. Buyers aren't just purchasing property here, they're buying into a lifestyle. And let's be honest, where else can you find a tour of multi-million-dollar homes and be 5 minutes away from a rooftop mini bar or something at Chastain Park? And one thing people love about Buckhead is that it's not all glitz and glass towers, it's also green. From the 268-acre Chastain Park to the Beltline Northside Trail, you can jog under canopy trees in the morning and shop Phipps Plaza in the afternoon. And if you're selling in Buckhead, lean into that story. Show people the lifestyle they'll have, not just the square footage and the features of the home. And let's not forget the food scene. Buckhead has become one of Atlanta's top dining districts. When we market homes, we highlight the nearby restaurants, the energy of Buckhead Village, and those community events like the Buckhead Fine Arts Festival, because when buyers can picture their Saturday morning routine here, they're halfway to making the offer. And we believe there's lots of power in the zip code. Here's a fun fact. Homes in Buckhead often carry extra weight just because of the zip code. 30305 and 30327 are some of the most recognized in the Southeast. Sometimes the address sells the home before even the agent does. So in closing, remember, when you live in a community like Buckhead, you're not just selling your home, you're selling the story of your neighborhood, the lifestyle and the prestige that comes with it. To learn more about Buckhead, go to our website, moderntraditionsrealty.com, find the Communities tab, and click on Buckhead in the drop-down box. We appreciate you joining for another week's edition of Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio. We'll be back same time, same channel next week. Talk to you then, Atlanta. Have a great week.